This is called reverb. Let's face it, this is delay. We all know now it's a little bit like reverb, but this is a deep delay. That's the difference between the VT4 and the VT3, everybody. Hi, welcome to Inside Edition. My name is Pat O'Brien, and I'm here to talk to you about the Lakers and the things they've been doing behind the scenes, in addition to just playing some real great classic basketball. We're here now with one of the players. His name is a secret because he can't divulge the skills they use in order to do these incredible basketball moves. Otherwise, other teams will steal them, and then they won't be the Lakers anymore. They'll just be the Puddles, okay? They'll be the Puddles. Yes, hi, it's me. This is a great time to be here. It's good, great. I'm in a hotel room right now. I'm recording mobile. Actually, you know what? Actually, I gotta say, I love it. I love doing this mobile. It's refreshing. I'm looking out upon a massive industrial roof. I want to show you, but I was going to say I would show you, but I'm worried about that guy who can find your location. But also, who cares what my location is? By the time I'm gone, you won't. Who gives a shit? I love how everyone's so scared about their location these days. They're so scared, like, ooh, my license plate. Ooh, my license plate. Got to blur that out. Ooh, don't want to let people know where I am. Maybe nobody cares where you are, unless you've had it. You know what? Maybe people do care. Maybe you've got a bad ex. You're one of those guys from one of those shows that's just really bad, and he wants to. He's got nothing to do but hunt you down and find out where you are and make your life a living wreck. I don't have that problem, thankfully. So I'm less concerned about that. But it is funny how much people worry about things like that they've been told to worry about. When all of our institutions, they all got I was gonna say a different word, but they all got broken into, they got hacked. Everything got hacked. Everything's hacked. Bank of America, hacked. All the things that have your precious data, they've been hacked. They've been hacked. Long since hacked. That's the name of my new podcast. It's called Long Since Hacked. It's about divulging data that's already been divulged. That is a great word, right? Divulged. Man, I wonder where that comes from. Seems like it might be kind of nasty. Vulged. Can you do provulge instead of divulge? Can you take one of those? Can you take that little piece of the word off the tip and change it? I'm not sure. Maybe you can. So this is a live to tape podcast, which is slowly transitioning into the executive buffet. If you've been here a while, you know the score. You know what's going on here. You know that we have many names, but it's all the same product. If the name does change on the feed, you're going to be fine. If you're new, maybe you won't be. But if you are new and you want to stick with it, you're going to roll with that. And that's how it works. I should let you know that I have some live shows coming up, live dates, as they say. December 6th and 7th, I'll be in Toronto. Toronto, Ontario. It's not the capital, but it is. Actually, maybe it's the capital of Ontario. I don't know. I think London's the capital of Ontario, which is very close to Toronto. I'll be in Toronto at Comedy Bar on Bloor Street. One of the greatest places in North America to perform comedy. It really is. I was there maybe about 9 years ago for JFL in Toronto. It was just the greatest. If you have the ability to go to this, you got to go. It's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. Extremely looking forward to it. Excuse me. I just had a smoothie. I'm going to be probably wearing is this even in focus? Who cares, right? Do you want to see me in focus? I washed my hair. Okay, there you go. I'll be there wearing a microphone that's attached to my head, so my hands are free. But I won't be doing. We'll see. It's going to be fun. This is how I want to do comedy now. I have a new approach to comedy. I'm trying to do things new again because I got really bored. I got really bored, and I don't like what's going on with what I'm doing, what I'm presenting, because I find it to be kind of trite and whatever, old hat. At least it's old hat for me, and that's who matters is me. So come see those shows. They're going to be super invigorating, fun, and crazy, awesome, and cool, and sweet, and just all around great. What else do I have to tell you? I don't really know. I was going to make fun of some stuff like signs in the hotel, but Yeah. That is a thing, right? There's so much inconsistency now. There's a sign at the hotel pool that says, notice, this is a non-smoking facility. You know what would have been better instead of that? It's just a sign with a cigarette crossed out, like a nice artful sign, no words. You just have those. It's consistent. We know what that means. Then there's another sign that's a different color that says, no smoking allowed on the property. It's like, what? I thought this was a facility. It's a property now? I thought this was a facility. Like, what is it? Stop with the language. This is a shitty hotel. It's like a low, some of those hotels is like, oh, it's nice. It's not nice. It's just kind of nice because it's relatively new. It's no smoking in the facility. The facility. Don't smoke in the facility. Don't smoke in the facility. Don't do that. I'm not going to complain about this anymore. I sound like an ancient human. An ancient. I want to go back to a bygone era when signs were just signs and things were a more humanistic language. This isn't a facility. A facility? Stop it. You're not a team member. You have a boss. You're not a team member. We got to stop that. Give people their humanity back. Okay, that was my little miniature rant. Come see me live. I won't be doing miniature rants at all. If I do, they'll be fucking funny. I just cursed. This is a great podcast today. We recorded this a little while ago, but you know how things are. Things get jumbled and whatnot. So this is one of my dear friends. You've seen her on the podcast many times before, Blair Socci, also known as Socci, also known as, I guess, however you want to say it. She will correct you, though. We have a very nice, a wonderful, blustering conversation. She's a hilarious comedian. You can see her special. I believe it's online, multiple places. Home of, I'm going to butcher it, so I'm not going to say it, but you can find it. You can find Blair's special online and see it. Here it is, live to tape, The Executive Buffet, Hands on the Branch. Soon to be a podcast that I do in the dark using infrared night vision ghost hunting cameras. But for now, you're going to have to enjoy. Still going? You know how to do this?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Doing it all.
She's doing it all. Do you hear?
Yeah, I had to bring a sweatshirt to conceal my pool party outfit. So
why do you have sunglasses on?
These aren't sunglasses. These
are those?
medium glasses.
What do you mean they're medium glasses?
Like,
What's a medium glass?
These are glasses that I bought so that I could wear them in the airport without having dark sunglasses that be like, I'm famous, I think I'm an asshole. So these are just like, you can wear these inside because they have a light lens.
What's that mean, a light lens?
Only like semi dark, not like a dark lens.
You know what I heard someone say actually at a sunglasses store where I bought some sunglasses recently? He was trying to sell me on something similar to this, and he's like, for a red carpet look.
That's a lot. Wait, I feel a little bit of an echo. Is that supposed to be there?
Are you kidding me?
What?
Yeah, it's a very large echo.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if mine were different than yours.
Oh, is there an echo?
Because right now I feel like I'm in a floating dimension pod in Rick Rubin's mind or something.
That's good though. It's what you want because that creates sort of like, it makes your voice. I think it forces us to speak in a different way.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If you speak if you hear yourself. I like doing it either like this or no headphones. Either affected or no headphones.
Right.
Yeah.
No, this is really interesting.
This isn't gonna be this the whole time. This isn't new. This isn't David After the Dentist.
Oh, okay.
You know David After the
No,
Dentist?
of course I don't. Never heard of it in
It's
my
like an
life.
old viral video. I think it's before you were born.
Probably, I hope
It's
so.
a viral. You know there are viral videos before you were born? There were viral videos before you were born, Blair.
This is really cool because we've been talking about. Oh, that's okay.
It's better?
Now I'm back.
More comfortable? But
No, I liked it before. I was just.
there's still something on it.
Yeah.
We've been talking about what?
We're doing this
I
podcast
know.
for 5 years now.
I think so.
So it's pretty remarkable.
It's your fault, though.
It is my fault,
It
but
is.
I come around to everything 5 years late.
But you know, it's also my fault.
Yeah.
It's both. It's my fault. Well, because I have a scheduling problem. I have a problem with time.
You do?
Yeah. Anytime I schedule anything in advance, do you know how many comedy shows I've canceled in the last 2 months?
No, but I
Like-
love to cancel.
But I'm like, I hate it because it's like a thing where, you cancel something and you start to become. I canceled one show. I've canceled it 3 times now.
Don't
where
worry
I've told them,
about
like,
it.
I'm not worried
That's
about
their fault. That's on them. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you.
But it's not them fooling me. It's because it's like I make a lot of last minute plans.
Right.
So, like we're going to Hawaii on Monday.
That's more important than a bar show, and they need to respect that.
I agree. It's not a bar show, but even then, even if it was a bar show,
Oh.
I fucking hate these stupid stands.
Wait, that's so cool you're going to Hawaii. What island are you going to?
I'm not gonna say
Why? They're not going to follow you.
just because everyone asks that question.
But I want to know.
I'll tell you off mic.
Oh, you're sick. Oh my God, you're twisted.
I am twisted.
Just
I'm
tell me
fucking
the
twisted.
goddamn island.
Why? Why do
Because
you
I
want
want
to
to
know?
know because
Why? Because you got a surf hat on?
yeah, and I know
Charlie-
I have a
oh,
little bit of
Charlie
experience.
don't surf.
Yeah.
Is that a brand?
No,
Do you know what that's referencing, right?
it's a movie.
It's a movie. That's sort of like saying, I can't even think of a good analogy. What's a good analogy? What's the most famous Beatles song of all time?
I don't know.
Do you know a Beatles song?
Yeah.
What's the Beatles
Lucy
song?
in the Sky with Diamonds.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, okay.
I like that one.
You know what it's
a
about,
lot.
right?
What?
Blair,
A
come
dead
on.
person?
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds?
It's a dead girl?
What's that an acronym for?
I don't know.
Lucy, L, Sky, S, Diamonds, D.
Oh, LSD?
LSD, baby.
Oh, sorry, I've never done LSD.
You haven't?
No.
We done a lot of mushrooms.
Yeah, but I think they're totally different. From what I've
They're
heard.
not totally different.
You and I have had this discussion many times.
What, that they're different?
No, just like I don't like to.
Okay, I finally got in a good spot.
That took you.
I know, but
15 minutes.
These mic stands are crap.
I'm so glad
They're
you
such
can be
trash.
but they don't look crap. They look real serious.
Yeah, they look serious, but they have a word on them. I don't like the heck they have a fucking word on them.
I don't even notice that.
You don't notice it because you can't see it. You
No,
can
but
see the word.
but I'll tell you, I do like that color against the black, the fluorescent green.
Ooh, green and black.
I like a fluorescent green a lot, but
Okay.
I bet you could guess that about me.
Actually, no, I would not have guessed that.
Oh,
Honestly.
really?
Technically, no, I would not have guessed that. I want to go back to something that you mentioned that's from a movie.
And I want to go back to what island you're going to. So we both have something we want to go back to.
I'm going to Hawaii.
No, that's a whole state. I'm looking
No,
for
it's
the
not.
specific island.
I'm going to the island of Hawaii.
Oh, the big island.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's called Hawaii.
Oh, that's the one that got rocked.
Yeah, I guess
You getting
rock-
a,
it
you getting a
gets
half off price for the fires?
No, that's not the one that got fired. The one that got fired was Maui,
Oh, really?
right?
Oh, I thought it was the big island.
No, it was that one gets the hurricane, the volcano actions there,
Oh.
but not the big island's just volcanic action. But the fires were on Maui, right?
Can I tell you something? You really seem like the type of person who would be like, yeah, I'm going to on a trip to hike an active volcano.
Believe me, the amount of resistance I am having to show to not do that
I know.
is like
I could.
only because no one will go with me.
Yeah.
I don't even go with
You're
me
like
because
one of-
Britt's not gonna go.
Yeah, no, you're
Britt's
like a
not gonna go
lava
on it.
chaser. Like,
yeah, I mean, I as a kid, I was like, oh, you can go onto
yeah,
volcanoes.
like I don't know that about you, but I also know that so
Right.
deeply about you.
Yeah, I definitely like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you're just like the most natural contrarian I've ever met. So if like
Lava.
yeah, you're like lava. I'm not supposed to go there. It could burn me alive. I'm going
yeah,
straight
definitely.
towards it.
I just realized the other day I have to stop doing so much reflexive contrarian stuff because I think it's gonna get me killed.
Yeah, well, it's pretty hard to do something stop doing something that's reflexive. You have to make it conscious in order to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm conscious of it, but it's like stuff where if someone runs a light, like when I'm running, I'm not running. If someone runs a stoplight, I will try to run at the intersection and touch their car as they're going by.
Why?
Because
you're
it's like
angry.
Because they're running a fucking light and they could get someone killed, and they shouldn't do that.
Right. So you're like a vigilante citizen's
I'm like a
arrest.
vigilante citizen's arrest. And I try to touch their car. And I did to this truck the other day, and I was thinking, what if there's like a ladder hanging off the truck or some shit that caught me? And it's like, oh, that's how did he die?
Right.
He got like clipped by a truck that didn't even fucking know he was there. I'm like, oh, that would be so embarrassing to die that way. That's my big problem, is I'm worried about dying in an embarrassing way. I don't want to die like in a way that's like.
You better stop now, because now this clip would go around like everywhere after.
I know. Well, I'm definitely gonna stop. I have to stop it for real.
Right. Except for after Hawaii. What are you guys gonna do in Hawaii?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, do you guys, like, when you go on a trip, is it like a nothing thing, or do you do are you like a ton of activities people?
Oh, a mixture. I have to have some activities, or I'll go nuts.
Yeah, I can't see you doing nothing. Like, I feel like you have to be busy all the time.
Not busy, but I have to have something that's like interesting. Like we're gonna go see some gardens.
Right.
Which is, the best.
Yeah, you are the most astute botanist that I know.
I'm truly that you know.
That I know.
That you know.
No, you're far.
No, I'm
no,
like,
but you're far and ahead past anyone besides my father.
I know so little that if I were to, let's say like a company were to ask me to be on a podcast about gardening, they would pair me with an expert, because I would be the person who doesn't know. I know just enough to translate stuff, but I really don't. I know that the Latin names of maybe like 20 plants maximum.
Okay, when we've been on a hike.
Yeah, I know, because I know stuff.
When we've been on a hike,
plants.
You identify every shrubbery piece, everything.
No, I don't. I can identify like 4 or 5.
Well, that's
this
your
is a
opinion.
classic case. And it's not an opinion. I know. You know what Dunning-Kruger effect is?
No, why would I know what Dunning-Kruger effect is?
I don't know. the amount of things that you don't know sometimes amazes me.
No, because I know so many things. Like, I am seriously so.
I don't think you're not stupid.
I'm definitely. I don't think you're saying that.
Charlie Don't Surf.
No.
It's from a movie.
But I don't have a lot of references for things, because I grew up in Orange County, where it's like
culturally devoid.
Yeah. But I also have read a million books, and the way that I get really interested in things, kind of similar to you, and I love taking courses, and like I listen to a million podcasts. So we just have different interests, because I know a lot of things, and a lot of stuff I tell you, I tell you things you don't know about too.
Like what?
Just things about like spirituality, psychology.
That's true, actually. I have quoted some things you've said not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how does Britt get really excited about your gardening? Like, how does Britt feel about your gardening? Because like,
how she feel about it?
Yeah, because
I don't know.
I would think if I looked outside my windows in my backyard and saw that, I think it would be so cool. Like every time I go to your guys' house, I think it's so cool, and I can't believe also the array that you have.
Yeah, but I know you say that, and everyone says that, but it's truly like it's nothing. It's like a very.
Why are you doing that? Why are you diminishing it? Also,
I'm not diminishing it. It's just not where like I know. I'm trying to how to describe it. It's not nothing. I'm not saying it's nothing. It's just to me, I don't really see it the same way someone does with virgin eyes. Like I see it, I'm looking at it differently, because I can tell like when something is, oh, this is actually not doing well, or this is everything's always. I think Leonard Nimoy said, "What's wrong? Why are you laughing at that?"
I'm listening.
There's no perfect gardens. There's just perfect moments.
Yeah, okay.
Because your garden's never perfect.
But they also say try to start each day with virgin eyes, so that you can take in wonder, so that you can appreciate, so that you can be amazed by the ordinary. That's the secret to happiness.
I agree.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
Whoa. That was cool.
2 of these broke yesterday when I was moving stuff around.
Really?
Yeah, one of these panels fell over and broke. These are like the cheapest lights
I
ever.
just love this studio. I think it looks so cool.
We're just getting started here. We're just getting started.
Can I tell you something? I'm freaking jacked up.
You're jazzed?
I'm freaking jacked.
Are you jazzed?
I'm jacked.
Okay, so what were you going to tell me? Can you tell me something?
What was I going to tell you about?
You were literally about to say something. I changed the lighting so you could say it.
I don't remember.
Okay, we're talking about virgin eyes.
Oh my God, look how much our attention spans are absolutely shot from our phones. Absolutely
I remember
sickened.
you forgot what you were going
No,
to say.
I know. I'm saying I'm like
No,
one of those
yeah.
freaking cartoons that is
I know.
like a fly goes in the air and they lose their train of thought.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's the kind of thing. It's so bad. I don't even like talking about it right now.
I know.
I feel like.
Well, you get really existential about it. So do I. And I've just
But it's
started meditating again. And I told my
nice.
therapist,
Yeah.
I have an accountability thing going with my therapist about meditating again. Because, you know,
Right.
I've had periods of my life where I've been really in it.
meditative, yeah.
Like so regular, like the TM twice a day, everything. And right now I'm starting small to build up the habit and just making a check mark every day.
Right.
But yeah, it's been crazy because I've been off it for a while.
Off it like a drug.
Yeah. I'm trying to get on it like a drug. Because there's things that are so integrated into my daily life. Like I exercise every single day.
Yeah, me too.
I journal every
Did you
single day.
exercise today?
No.
Me too.
Because I woke
didn't
up
have-
too late.
Me too.
I knew, yeah.
just killed
But I
this
really
nap.
needed the sleep though.
Yeah. Sleep is so important.
Yeah. Do you guys like hearing about sleep?
They like caring about everything. There's no one there.
No, they're
That's
there.
not on.
Well, they're there. It's not on?
It's on. I'm just saying that.
Oh, I believed you.
The
Oh, that's another problem I've discussed. Because I'm going to be screened for autism because I take.
screen for it. But what happens if you find out you've got it?
I think it'll make a lot of sense.
But that doesn't change anything.
No, but it just helps the way you relate to the world.
How
and
about this?
Understanding things.
You're autistic. There you go. I just did it.
Yeah, maybe.
You're definitely a little autistic,
Well,
and so am I.
I have learned that I have this issue where I believe every single thing anyone
That's
tells
not
me.
because you're autistic.
What is it because?
That's just who you are.
No, that's part of it.
No, it's because you have like you have a nature. Your nature is very open and how do you describe it?
Sensitive?
I don't want to say what's it green? What's the word for green?
Naive?
Not naive, but there's like a similar quality. I can't think of a good word for it, but there's a thing where some people believe everything and some people don't believe anything.
You don't believe anything.
I don't believe anything unless if it's coming from a certain color of source. You know what I mean? A certain like tone.
Well, for me, it's
person?
not everything. It's like more people I know.
I don't believe anything if it's coming from the fucking government. I'll tell you that much. If it's coming from somebody driving a certain type of car, I don't believe it. I feel like this is marketing, because everything is there's so much marketing out there. Most stuff is disingenuously trying to influence us.
Yeah, it has an agenda, subliminal.
Yeah, everything that you read has an agenda.
Most people have agenda, even when
Most
they're
people have an agenda.
Also, when they can even have most people even have an agenda. Actually, every person has an agenda, even when they don't even realize it.
Yeah, but it's also that thing that happens where I interpret things in a way like, I had something happen a few months ago where I interpreted something from a friend in it's the most defensive way possible. And I realized it was all me thinking that thing. And I was like, oh my God, why would I think that?
But
It's
that's
so
good
stupid.
to recognize. But that's also part of the contrarian thing. Like
I don't think it's not contrarian. It's more like personal opinion, how you feel about yourself. So you.
Oh,
you
it was
think
about you.
Yeah, it was something they said about me, but it was a joke. It wasn't serious, and I was interpreting it in a way that was like the worst way you can interpret something.
Oh, right. Oh, they call that ambiguous stimulus, where it could be
Ambig stem. Little ambig stem.
where you have the potential to take it one way,
Yeah.
and you take it the other. But can I tell you something? One thing I have noticed about you: every time I say something nice to you, you immediately refute it.
I guess I'm not really good with compliments, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like anytime I'm like, oh my God, what an incredible, illustrious garden.
Right?
My incredible illustrious garden. Talk more about it. Talk more about it.
Well,
It is a good garden. I love it. But you know why I say that? Because right now the garden is not. It's been neglected severely because of the raccoon issue. And the raccoons have basically made me have to think my entire ability to garden. Because they've basically imprisoned me.
Raccoons are an obscure species sometimes.
Obscure?
I catch a
Like what?
raccoon on my TikTok
Yeah.
For You page.
Yeah.
And there is this curious thing happening where people are domesticating them
Yeah,
and
I
having
know.
them as pets in their home. And it's just odd because my whole life I've been alive with this trope of raccoons being this rabid
They're rabid.
species.
Yeah.
This rabid species that seeks to destroy and distract human beings.
This is what people think you sound like, right? This is what you think people think, right?
Yesterday I did a post and I know because you muted me on Instagram that you wouldn't see it.
I don't see.
No,
I
I
don't
know.
even.
No, I know. It's everyone.
Shut up. I didn't even look at. Don't you
know.
follow nobody?
Anyways,
You follow no one, right?
anyone. The post was a compilation of all the comments about
Can't
my
shake
voice.
my head enough. Oh, nice.
They were all about how I sound like RFK Jr.
You do not sound like.
I have an impression when we hear my RFK Jr. impression.
And I'm like, he has a disease.
He has a disease in his voice. And the thing, Blair, that I want to say to you is that if we can't understand what's going on inside the federal government, we're never going to find a way to get out the rats that are inside of this system. And if I could say to you, if you're going to vote for somebody to do that,
Sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, and you have a worm in your brain.
I probably do.
No, that's what he said.
That shit's fucking
But
insane.
but
right, you posted that thing about how people
yeah, like
comment.
in a
Well, not people, how men.
well, yeah.
I mean, it's like 90% men.
It
right?
is. It's probably 97% men. But then they all say like they all will like be like you're hot. You know, they'll like say something nice,
But you're hot.
but then like wildly insult me like as much as they could.
Doesn't that make sense to you, like psychologically, what they're doing?
No.
I mean, to me, it's as plain as day.
What is it?
That is what they. If a certain type of man likes someone or finds someone attractive, and they're like, you know, at a distance from them, obviously they don't know you, you don't know them. It's online. They will say that because they're trying to like denigrate. They're trying to
negging.
Yeah, bring you down, but it's not like a neg like a pickup artist tactic. It's like a neg like she's attractive, so I need to bring her down to make her more accessible to someone who like me.
That never crossed my mind. That never crosses my mind
But
at
that
all.
is 100% what's going on.
Oh my God! You know what? I'm
That's
getting
absolutely
better
what's
at
going
it though because
It
you know
should be
I didn't
it's
post.
a compliment,
Oh,
really, in a
thank
way. It's a
you.
compliment because
Yeah.
they're being. They're finding something that's interesting about you. Like, you know, you think of like most models they're very attractive, but they're essentially kind of boring. You know what I mean?
But
They're
or that's what
featureless.
people
They're
say, or what they'll do to models is they'll be like, she's dumb, she's an idiot, because they have to find a way to put them down.
Right, and maybe she is, maybe they are dumb, but
Maybe not.
that's all. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Do you
because-
assume an ugly person is dumb? It's just a weird thing.
Yeah, all ugly people I know are dumb. That's how it works. It's part of the thing. It's like, ooh, the brain.
I am talking about this on stage right now. I
We
want
should
to.
always talk about personal stuff.
We should do a co-headline because that would be fun.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I love that because it's like I love doing
Also, I'm
25 to
rebuilding.
half an hour. You're rebuilding?
Yeah, because I put out a special, so
I
know.
thought you were rebuilding like in a different sense.
No,
You should watch Apocalypse Now. Have you heard of that?
I've
movie?
seen it and
You
I've
have.
read the book.
Well, it's not a book. You read Heart
It is a book.
Heart of Darkness?
Oh yeah, Heart of Darkness. Yeah.
So you know where that Charlie Don't Serve comes from?
From that.
Okay. So you do know where it's from.
Yeah, I just forgot. My recall is really bad,
I just burped
especially on podcasts.
nutmeg.
That's a delicious burp.
I'm putting nutmeg in everything
Oh,
now.
can I tell you something? This is the third time I've asked you that. I told you that.
You better tell me before you forget.
Yeah, no, I don't know shit.
Watch if I change the light, you're going to forget.
No, it was your nog. Your nog at Christmas. You and Britt put on the most incredible like 1952.
Let's not talk about home life here.
Why?
Because it's like there has to be a line.
Oh, don't say Brit.
It's like personal. No,
Oh.
not that. Like
Don't talk about Nog.
don't bring these people into my home.
Oh, sorry, but I just.
The Nog. You can talk about the Nog.
Well, I guess that's what I'm really interested in because I live in a rent-controlled apartment,
Right.
and so I'm so amazed by the real adulthood and like
yeah.
niceness that you guys do.
Just getting started.
I hope I get rich this year because I have a lot of ideas. I also really want a pit bull named Jerry, but no one take that because that's mine.
I think there's dogs named Jerry. There's pit bulls named Jerry out there.
Please, why do you do this?
What I do what? There's
That was
definitely
contrarian.
It's not contrarian. It's just true.
No, it's contrarian because you wanted to take that from me.
To take it from you.
Yeah.
Take what?
I'm sure somewhere in South Dakota someone has a pit bull named
Oh,
Jerry.
I'm sure someone in a square mile has a pit bull named
Why do you
Jerry.
have to say that to me? It's it's a unique desire in my heart that I want to have just for me.
You can't have it just for you. It's not for you. It's
Yeah,
a name.
yeah.
Your dog is for you.
I'm never telling you my baby names. I don't even tell my friends my baby names because people steal them.
Bad.
They're not bad. Why
Like
would you say that?
Ezekiel,
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Carnegie. I want to hear one of them.
No.
I
no.
won't judge it.
Gun to my head, I would never tell you. I don't even tell
Why?
my friends because people steal them. One of my
Oh,
girlfriends.
well, I'm not going to steal it.
No, I know, but
You're
the
worried that I'm
public
going to
will.
say something and be like, just say a name to me.
No.
Say it. No, just not a baby name. A random name. Say a random name.
No, I won't.
Just.
Okay, Ezekiel.
Wait, let me try more subtle. Ready? Let me try more subtle. So what's like a baby name you're thinking of?
Raymond.
Raymond. Nah, it's not. I can do more subtle. Okay, ready? We're having tea. We're having tea or something like that. We're having coffee. Yeah. Oh, so you picked out a name yet for the baby?
Yeah.
What's the name you picked out?
Todd.
Yeah, Todd. Yeah, Todd. With 2 D's or just one? Is that
What?
Is that short for something? I've never.
Toddlerham.
Toddlerham. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually for a boy, right?
I'm not sure yet. I think it's unisex.
Great name.
Thank you.
Great name.
Yeah, no, that's why I
Yeah,
don't tell because I don't want anyone to know. And also, like one of my best friends from home, her whole life since she was like 5 wanted to name her daughter Holiday.
That's a great name.
It is. It really is. And then someone took it. This girl she knew took it before. And a girl she knows.
That is the most
So she
Orange County
didn't
thing ever.
name
is
her
taking
child
a
that.
baby name.
It's not Orange County. It's like any womanhood thing. You just don't do that.
Take.
Especially something that specific.
I
That,
decided it's Orange County.
no, I mean, if it's like Ashley or whatever the fuck, that's fine.
Yeah.
But not something specific
That's
that is like.
crazy. Did she acknowledge that she took it? Was she like, "Hey, I took it. I liked it so much. I took it. I liked it so much."
I don't know. I just don't like. And
Don't
people
know.
can't help themselves.
Themselves too.
People just don't know how to be cool.
Yeah, they don't know how to be cool.
People just don't know how to fucking be decent.
People don't know how to be
Do you think
decent.
people are becoming less decent because of our phones and stuff?
I think people are becoming more disconnected. It's something I suffer with myself.
Yeah, I suffer with it pretty severely.
And I'm trying to get back because my whole life I would just read.
Yeah.
And now I feel this disgusting addiction to my phone and I hate it. But I think we have false connection with those things.
Oh, it's definitely false.
And so then we are not seeking out. It's like porn with sex.
Or it's like diet soda. It feels like it's got sugar in it, but it doesn't have.
Right.
sugar.
You're getting the same hit. You're getting a fake hit of the real thing that you're actually not getting or being nourished by.
Right. So it has this illusion of
Yes.
something, but actually it's not at all.
False nourishment.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I never thought about that before. That makes sense why it feels kind of
Icky.
weird because it's like, it's a simulation of the thing, but it's not the thing.
Totally. Like, because I live alone and
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah.
I lived alone for a long time and like I'm getting much better like the last year like of getting social and stuff. And obviously my schedule where I was just like on the road constantly and I need a lot of rest when I get back for
Yeah.
2 days a week. But I'm trying to be a lot more social and I'm obviously trying to date so I can meet my husband.
You're dating a lot.
Not really, no.
Yeah, you are. I've talked to you in the last few weeks when I've talked to you trying to figure this out. You have been like, okay, I have to do this, have a date,
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm
What's a lot though? I guess what's a lot to me?
one a week, but I haven't.
That's a lot.
No, but I haven't kept up with it. But I try.
When you
That's
say
the goal.
when you say you're dating once a week, does that mean you're dating a new person every week?
It just depends. Like if
Okay.
I'm trying to go on. Also, that's a very outside my comfort zone. Going
mean?
on dates with strangers from a
What- is
dating
it-
app.
Whose comfort zone is that in?
No, but it's
Honestly,
like when
that's
I
like
was
the
in my
worst.
20s and I was just out all the time at bars and stuff. I
different.
met so many guys. Like it was just so
Yeah.
easy. And it was like a natural thing where you felt the vibe.
Yeah.
And then you go on a date, you get someone's number. It's just so organic. This is like you meet up and you just hope to God that you feel any shred
Of something.
of interest.
How quickly will you call something off? I'm just always checking, make sure it's recording. How quickly will you be like, I'm out? If you get like, because it's at some point you don't want to waste your time, especially you don't want to waste your time. The most important, and you also don't want to waste someone else's time. If you're like,
Oh, totally. Well, I try to screen them really well. My profile is like really in depth, and my therapist
Right.
made me show it to her, so it's like super sincere, and doesn't have any jokes. And I don't even think it says like I'm a comedian on there.
yeah, but isn't when you meet somebody? I mean, I've talked about this many times before, but like when you meet somebody, the sound of their voice and the way they like, you know how like certain people don't photograph well, but when you meet them, you're like, wow, this person's
Right.
very interesting.
Yeah.
They have an intriguing way. Like the way someone physically moves around
Right.
can be like very
Yeah,
captivating,
their
or
essence.
it can be the opposite.
Totally.
The way their voice sounds, the way they smell, like the whole thing.
Right.
It's all this ethereal thing that
Yeah.
cannot be captured in an app whatsoever.
Totally.
So, you ever have a thing where someone seems good on paper or whatever, quote unquote on paper, like on the app, and then you meet him and it's just instantly like, whoa, this is, you know,
I haven't had that like instant thing.
Right.
Because I'm trying to untangle like a lot, like the guys that I have. What's so funny?
I'm just interested.
I'm trying
It's not
to
funny.
like, so I try to make my profile with exactly what you're saying to get as much of my essence on there
But you
as possible.
can't. It's not possible.
I know, but I'm trying to.
Do you have like a video of you on there?
No, I do not.
Well, then that's like, if there's no
I
video.
don't want that. That's too much.
It is too much, yeah.
But yeah,
I'm getting. I have a point here. I'm
I'm
getting
trying
it.
to like go on these dates also with like a open mind and just practice being interested and
Sure, but if you don't
having a good time.
if someone smells weird to you, or if they're like their voice is literally like, oh, that sounds bad to me.
Yeah.
If that happens, aren't you just, I'm sorry, you're a great person, I'm sure, but I don't have time for this right now because I just instantly have a feeling.
Oh
about
no,
you.
I sit like just like a polite, kind person would. I sit out the whole
I think you shouldn't.
hour. I at least stay like for a drink, an hour.
Okay.
But I have stopped saying yes to dinner dates because I like to go on dates with older guys, and so a lot of times they
Like 50, 60,
no,
70.
no.
How old? 80? That's
Yeah,
too
80.
old. That guy from the Ren Fair?
Yeah, from Rent Fair.
The Ren Fair documentary?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you gotta
But
see
they
it.
want to do dinner dates, and I've
Yeah.
kind of tried to just say like just to drink in case I want to leave after.
Yeah. I can't even imagine because it's also just literally dangerous.
It is, yeah.
like, I feel like only in the last couple years have I've started to understand just the how women live I said literally so much, but they have an actual different life.
Yeah.
There's so many things where I saw some TikTok, a guy talking about how when he's running
Yes.
and in the woods and stuff, how he has to be aware of that because if you're like out in the middle of nowhere and you see a woman and you're a
Yes.
man, you have to be like,
It's like you're like I'm gonna die.
right. And so you have to make sure that you don't sneak up on them. You don't like say hi because a lot of times, if you feel, isn't it like a thing where women sometimes won't even make eye contact with a guy in the middle of nowhere because it's like even that could be perceived as interest or something like that. Some
Well,
weird
it
shit.
depends. Like they say, if you feel threatened by someone or someone is, well, yeah. Like as a woman, I have a
Right.
full scan sense of like my 360, who's around me at all times,
Yeah.
like within like a radius of like a 50-foot radius behind me to
God,
the side of
Jason
me.
Bourne.
It's insane. You have to be, but
Yeah.
like I don't know. There's different schools of thought because like if you feel like a guy is threatened and this has happened to me, you're not supposed to look away. You're supposed to look him dead in the eyes, like I know what you're doing, motherfucker.
Oh, that's like an active, like scary guy.
Yes.
Like a wolf.
Yeah, but not. But the interest thing, yeah, I've dealt with that a lot, and that they say that's like that could be another perceived as another autistic trait where you are just being like you're not aware of how you're being perceived, like
Yeah.
of like you're just being nice, and they take it as something else.
Oh, right. But that's also
Men.
men are crazy and think everything is a sign.
Yeah.
Or they have, most men are, they're both ways. They don't see anything. They have no idea, like, oh, they were hitting on me? And like, yeah. They have no idea. Or it's like everything is hitting on you.
Right.
Like, I think she's hitting on me. Like, she gave you the check.
Yeah.
Because you asked for it.
Yeah, or like emotional attunement to women where they can actually feel or like interested in understanding a woman's feelings.
Women have feelings? Not the same feelings. They have a smaller set of feelings, right? than men.
Yeah, not as good.
It's like women don't feel what is it?
70%.
They don't feel pain. I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I read online on the Andrew Tate blog. Women don't feel pain. They don't feel. The fire isn't hot to them, I guess.
No, I put my hands right
Yeah.
in it. I love it.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love that about women. Mm-hmm. I love that.
You've been going to Austin a lot.
I have. I've been there twice in the last year. Is that a lot?
It seems like a lot. I'm constantly
Yeah.
feel like you're in Austin. I want to go to Austin more.
Why?
Cause it just looks fun. I like it.
It's pretty fun. It's also
Yeah.
hot as shit.
It's so hot. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Austin's weird. I feel like they're gonna have like some sort of there's just so many people there. Something's weird's gonna happen there.
Really?
Just because
That's so apocalyptic. Apocalypse now, like, ish. Charlie don't surf.
well, maybe not apocalypse, but rapid change.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no more snowstorms because they don't have the infrastructure.
Oh, they don't have the grid. You know, I learned why they don't have the grid.
Why?
Texas is the only state that is not part of the federal power grid
Why?
because they're fucking Texas because they're dumbasses.
Oh.
I love Texas.
I like Texas.
I love Texas.
I'm not with Johnny on that one. I
Yeah, you are.
actually like Texas.
I love. I love Texas. Texas loves
I
me.
love Texas.
I love Texas. Texas loves me. I spend money there. I do stuff there. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
I can't believe you forgot what you were going to say earlier.
I probably put it back in.
Was it something about, because I was saying how I remembered stuff that you have said that you know
that? You,
psychologically.
yeah, because you were saying I don't know a lot of stuff,
No,
but I
didn't say
know
don't
so
know
many
a-
things.
I said I'm surprised at the stuff you don't know.
Right, but you're like really into references and stuff, and that stuff doesn't
am?
interest me.
References?
Yeah,
I'm not into references.
you love references.
That's like the meanest thing you could possibly say.
Why?
Because I hate references.
That's really odd.
I really do. In comedy, especially, I'm like, oh, a reference?
Oh, I don't think your comedy is about references.
Thank fucking God.
Not at all.
References, because the references, I'm like, this is like when Doe Boster
No,
picked
not
up
like that.
a shelf and threw it to Michelle Collins. Is this that? Are we doing that thing now where that thing happened on TV and it's like this right now? Even though when TV references TV, that should be punishable by death.
Right. Okay. Well,
it's
I don't
like-
feel as strongly about it as you.
Thank fucking God.
But that was fun when you did our Netflix joke festival show. That was our last one.
I know.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good one. It was
That was a
hot.
good one to go to.
It was. Well, that was just a wild night. That was like
It was fun.
party night. I can't believe I stayed out till like maybe 1 or 2 or something. And when I left, it was not slowing down.
I got home at 3 because, which
Wow.
you know, for me
It's
is,
very late.
I mean, that's maybe 2 times a year that I
Your
stay
probably
up.
neighbor thought you were kidnapped or something like that.
My 9-year-old neighbor
Yeah, he's
Maria.
like, "I'm gonna- hey,
No, but that was because I was gone. I had to go to Atlanta to shoot some things, so I missed the whole festival, and so I was really
What do you mean
excited.
it's not a festival.
It is a festival.
No, it's a pretend festival.
You don't need to say that. It's a festival.
I said it. Oops.
Everyone flew from all over the country into it. It's
yeah,
a festival.
over the course of several.
2 weeks. That's how all the festivals work. That's how Moon Tower works. That's how all of them work.
Why are we talking about this?
Why do you
There's
care?
nothing worse.
Why'd you just disagree just to disagree?
I not disagree. I just find it to be distasteful to talk about this thing. That's
I
like,
didn't know you had so many topics that are distasteful. I'm just free flowing here.
I don't know. There's just
Jeez
something about
Louise.
like it just gets me.
Oh my God.
Like the
Stop
whole,
getting
like,
got so easily.
I'm not getting got.
You just said you were getting got. You just said it gets me, so it just gets me.
I think I find it sort of like I don't know.
We're comedians. It's okay if it comes up.
I'm not a comedian anymore.
All right.
I stopped doing it.
All right, fine. I just said we should co-headline a show together. You said yes.
That's different.
We're drinking at the same time. It's not
That's
different. It's
different.
comedy. You just disagree just to disagree.
No, that's how I feel.
Okay.
I feel about. I just don't want to talk about that.
Oh my God. Okay, well, give me a list of all the things we're not allowed to talk about.
Okay, here you go. Number 1.
But I don't like to follow the rules. I'm a bad boy.
Ugh, you are not a bad boy. You're about as not as bad as it gets.
How do you know?
Because I know you. If there was an arbitrary rule that just popped up, you'd be like, okay, doing that rule. You won't even leave a date if a guy stinks.
That's not true. I say stay to the end, 45 minutes of a drink, and then I say, oh, thanks, this has been really nice. I have to go. Basic
Yeah.
politeness. I don't leave after 10 minutes.
Politeness gets you killed. You ever seen Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
Yes, of course. It's a great movie.
Remember that part?
I
I love
do
that
have to
movie
say
so
I
much.
felt. I read the books also. That
You
I
did?
Yeah,
Should I read them after the
they're
movie?
really good. The books are
I
incredible.
bet they are, but I feel like I can't. I have trouble reading a book after I've seen a movie.
I think that makes
You know
sense.
what I mean? I tried to do it with Dune, and I couldn't do it.
You love Dune.
I love Dune, but that's the thing. I love Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what you were saying about
I did find that movie really thrilling. Like,
Yeah.
in a way, even though I hate violence and I can barely stomach to even watch an inkling of it, I was like, whoa, this is a badass movie.
Inkling of Violence, that's your new special. An Inkling of Violence
Wait,
with
I wrote
Blair.
that down in case I want to use it.
Well, we're recording it, you know.
Oh, but no, I'll forget.
See, listen to that creaky sound. Creaky, creaky, creaky.
I don't mind it.
I do.
Inkling of violence. I'm writing it
An
down.
Inkling of Violence.
That's cool.
I feel like I think of special names constantly.
Really?
That's all I think about
Oh,
is
I
names for
never think of
podcasts.
them.
I thought of a name for Eric Elstein's podcast called My Poor Wife,
That's great.
because all he does is talk about how like his wife is like inconvenienced by his stuff he's doing. You know, like buying a thing and putting it someplace.
Yeah. Like, what kind of thing? Oh, this. Yeah, okay. I see.
Yeah,
Lot of things.
this would be My Poor Wife.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Yeah.
cute.
That would be a good podcast, right?
Yeah,
My
that's a
Poor
good
Wife.
name. What are we going to call this one?
We're gonna call it God, I don't know.
God, I don't know.
That was definitely a trend for a while. The podcast where it's like, what's this called?
Yeah.
Are you cool? Are we having a good time?
That's true.
What's up with life?
You're
Is there-
right.
It's definitely a podcast trend that's gone away.
Yeah, you're right. That was like a really
Machismo. Yeah.
ex
Machismo.
machina.
I don't. What's that mean again? Ex machina.
Oh, it's a movie.
Right,
Oh,
it's a
you don't know
movie.
that movie? I can't believe
No,
you
I-
don't know that movie.
I know
That's
the movie, but
insane.
doesn't
Wow.
doesn't that word
What's that
mean
again?
something?
No, it's not. But I love that movie. It's so good.
Yeah. It's
I
pretty
really
good.
didn't want to watch it because I was like, this sounds stupid, the premise. And then I
Mm-hmm.
was like, this is incredibly well done.
I have to. I guess we can cut back into there. Yeah. I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay.
It's just yeah.
Okie dokie. Can you play a guitar?
A little bit. You saying okie dokie? How long have you been saying that?
My whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like that Fallout? They say that all the time now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom says it. My mom has a lot of kooky phrases. My mom's like
Really?
really unintentionally like a goofball.
Like 50s goofball? Like,
Yeah.
oh gosh darn.
Yes, but not in that like tone, like not
Yeah.
in that like newscaster tone, but yeah, like she says a lot of things that now I've adapted, like what intonation, and she says bizarro a lot. She goes
Bizarro?
She goes bizarro, like
Well, how would she say bizarro?
like if something's crazy, like she always goes, that's sensational. Like she says like
I like sensational.
no,
That's good.
I like everything she says.
Sensational.
She has so many kooky phrases that like are just completely natural
Does
to
she
her.
have a voice like yours?
I don't know because I can't hear it. I can't hear like my
Can't
own
hear-
voice.
Well, yeah, you can. You've heard your voice.
No, but like I've said this to you before. Before I got into
Yeah.
comedy and like having older brothers and all their friends and stuff, like I had been made fun of for. There's nothing I hadn't been made fun of.
Of course, that makes sense.
I had never heard.
As you should have.
No one
been,
had
yeah.
said anything about my voice, so like I had no idea anything about my voice.
Really?
Yeah, not one person had it ever been mentioned.
What about, well, when did you realize that then, that you have an interesting voice?
Only from comedy, like when people started being like saying stuff to me
Like in person or online? only?
online, most like all
It wasn't
online.
until online?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
no.
That's weird.
And then sometimes people will be like, "Oh, your speaking voice is different than your stage voice." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm usually screaming on stage."
I suppose it's kind of different. Yeah.
And I do a bunch of different voices on stage.
But who do you sound like, though? There
I
must
don't
be
think
someone.
I sound like anyone.
There's no one's ever said, like, oh, you sound like so-and-so. People always tell me I sound like people.
Who do you sound like?
Well, the most accurate one is Bruno Kirby. He's an actor from, like, you ever seen City Slickers?
Yeah, but I can't remember. It was a long time ago, and
Well,
I only
obviously
saw it
there's
once.
Billy Crystal, right?
Yeah.
There is there's Daniel Stern, from like Home Alone,
Yeah, I like him.
and
He's cool.
then there's the other guy, the guy who sounds like me. He has like a dark mustache. He's like an Italian guy, and he's the one who's trying to convince. He's like one of the three guys, He's trying to
Yeah.
convince Billy Crystal of everything all the
So
time.
now I needed to watch it. I only saw it once when I
If
was
you
a
saw
child.
a picture of him, you'd be like, "Oh, that guy."
Yeah.
He's also in Good Morning Vietnam. He's been in a ton of
Right.
movies. I think
I
he's in
recently saw that
Godfather.
movie on the plane.
Remember the guy who was the lieutenant who's in the office?
Who's mad?
He's mad. He's like, Reader's Digest
Oh,
actually
yes.
considered publishing some of my jokes.
Oh, that makes sense. I
That
know
guy.
exactly who he is.
So that actor, people say I sound like him.
Yeah.
I actually think that's correct.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I definitely sound a lot like Bruno Kirby.
Yeah, I get Chanel West Coast a lot, and I don't know if
Chanel, that's
But I
Rob
think that-
Dyrdek's
yeah,
girlfriend or something
yeah, and
like
like
that?
I think they're just saying we look alike.
No, I think that's a thing though. If you look like someone, you sound like them.
Oh,
There's a weird crossover. The best example is that movie Queen, where it came out a while ago with about the band Queen, about
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury. So they had a guy who can sing very similar to Freddie Mercury. He's alive now. He's a singer songwriter guy, and his voice sounds eerily similar to Freddie Mercury. If you see a picture of him, it's kind of weird.
he looks exactly like him.
He doesn't look exactly like him, but his jaw, like part of his
Right.
face, looks like Freddie Mercury.
Right.
You're like, okay, this is why. We're almost getting into like eugenics territory a little bit, but I think that the shape of your face informs the sound of your voice in a way.
Oh,
That you have a similar people who, if you look out for it when you're like just in the world. If you hear someone's voice, chances are.
I look like RFK Jr.
Maybe you do actually. I don't know. You don't sound like RFK Jr.
So many people keep writing that
That's
on
'cause
my
it's
videos.
funny. That's because it's in the zeitgeist. It's like a
Yeah.
funny. Hey, it's a funny comment. I said this to her. You sound like this guy who has a voice that's so fucking fucked up. His voice is medically fucked. You sound medically fucked.
People always also say smoke another pack a day. I'm like, I've never smoked
You
one
don't
day.
have a smoker's voice.
I've also, and they say I have emphysema, and I'm like, I've never smoked a day in
No.
my life.
People don't know what smoker's voice sounds like. I can tell if someone has a smoker's
Same
voice.
with me.
Right away, I'm like, oh, they smoke.
Me too. I can tell
And
too.
you're right. That's always.
Yeah.
I love a good smoker's voice though.
I do too.
Like a really good
Oh
one.
my,
It's like,
yes.
ooh.
No, it's like
want that.
it's like also something from like the past.
Yeah. From a time when people cared about
Yeah.
butter.
The Wild West.
From a time when people ate different types of food.
And like went to Vegas and to the buffet
Back
and
when
had
you
a
could-
nice prime rib.
You could smoke anywhere indoors.
I've had a real hankering to go to Vegas.
A hankering?
Yeah.
Just experience maybe an inkling of hankering.
My mom says hankering.
She's got, oh, I got a hankering for some sushi.
Yeah, I don't think she really thinks about sushi. You know, she also calls nachos cheese chips. She's like, want me to make you some cheese chips?
God, I would fucking. I'm so hungry right now. I've been fasting. I'm like fucking.
Why are you fasting?
Because I think I have a problem with my bowel right now.
Oh,
My
shit.
bowels.
Shit.
I got all these. I think I have a hernia. Maybe I don't know. I think I have a hernia. From
What about
this
an
one
ulcer?
joke. Ulcer's different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You ever take aloe pills?
Aloe? No, I should though.
I
But you
take
know
them.
what? I
They're
do-
really they soothe your bowels immediately.
Yeah, they do. But so does eating okra.
I love okra.
Yeah.
I'm an
What'd
okra freak.
You just called it okra.
No, I said okra.
The way you first said it, if we can play, we'll play that back.
Machismo?
I thought that's a way you can say it. Honestly,
No, you're crazy. Machismo. Machismo.
you can't say machismo.
No, that's ex machina. You blended too.
Ex machina. Ex machina. Oh, ex machina. Yeah, because it has okra. You did say okra.
No, I said okra. You
Which
just
sounds
didn't
like
hear it.
sounds like my 2-year-old neighbor.
I said it too
Okra.
fast.
Okra. Okra. Man, my neighbor's kid is so cute that sometimes I'm just like, I hear her talk. I'm like, well, I want to stop doing this and just like, it's so distractingly cute. Like some
Oh my
kids
God,
are just
yeah.
Like, how are you this cute?
Yeah, that's what I see on TikTok. Also,
It's crazy.
my 50 nieces and nephews. My body is screaming for a baby. Like, it is absolutely insane. No, because I never felt it before. I mean, I always knew I wanted to be a mom since I was
Yeah.
a child. Like, I never doubted that. I've just always wondered, like, how that's going to work out. Like, just like how I'm going to meet someone I like, how it's going to happen with this career, all this stuff. Luckily, I froze my eggs years ago, but
How many eggs you freeze?
a lot.
Like 100? 6?
No,
12?
no, like
29.
24.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How long does that take?
It's just the whole process.
Yeah.
Well, some people do multiple. I am so lucky. Like, I'm so blessed because I don't want any women to feel discouraged if you got less than that. That was just a luck.
You got a lot of eggs in there.
It was like, I did it really young is why.
Yeah.
But you still don't know the quality and it doesn't,
Yeah, it
whatever.
doesn't guarantee anything.
But like some people do like 3 rounds, but the whole process was like 6 weeks because you have to like take birth
so
control.
scary.
Then you have to get shots, take
Yeah.
shots every day. You have to go to the doctor every day for like 2
Every
weeks.
day?
For 2 weeks. Or yeah, like, or like every other day
What
for
do they
like 2
do?
weeks. They monitor to see how the size of the follicles so that you can get them taken out.
They got a computer in there or something?
They have an ultrasound thing,
Oh.
and then and then you get them surgically taken out.
So they put
when
you
you're
under?
ready. Yeah,
Like how under? Like under?
under.
So is there an incision?
No,
They just go in there. They go through the.
yeah,
They go through the.
I think. I don't understand. I don't know fully.
They go through your
I went to
butt.
Kim Kardashian's doctor.
Oh really?
Yeah,
How do you know it's Kim Kardashian's doctor?
because I know.
Well, how do you know?
Because they said his name on the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that why you went?
No,
it could be
actually,
marketing.
someone found the doctor for me.
So you did that, and they go on there and they take him out. But we're talking about how cute kids are.
I know, but
And you're saying how you have.
because
to
I'm just
have
like,
one.
dying. I just want a kid so bad, but I don't want it. And like,
But
I'm
see-
not one of those people that are like, I want one in any circumstance. Like, I want it to be the right circumstance for the child. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Even though I really,
Of course you
want
do.
them. Yeah.
I think if you have when it's not the right circumstance, that's disaster.
Well, it's just not appropriate either.
Yeah, it's bad for everybody. It's
Yeah.
bad for the kid. Yeah, that's why I love having. My brother has a baby, and this baby is now getting to the age where it's like, oh, not just a blob of meat anymore.
Yeah.
So cute,
A
so
blob of
funny.
meat.
They are. For the first 6 months, they're a fucking slug.
I love
like
the
a
baby.
slug.
I love this. I love
I
that time.
cannot stand the slug.
Oh, I love
The
it.
slug, I can take it or leave it. I'll hold it.
Oh, they're
Here it is.
beautiful.
It's a fucking slug.
No, I love the slug.
The slug's terrible. Once the baby starts
No.
laughing, I'm like, oh man, you're just like the most entertaining. That's what I feel like is a thing, is where you see a kid that's really funny and interesting. It's so much more funny and interesting than it's like an animal. It's like watching an animal or something where it's so pure and
Yeah.
it's so much more. There's no cynicism.
Totally.
It's just this joyful thing.
Yeah.
And you see them enjoy something. Like anytime I pick strawberries from my
Virgin
garden,
eyes.
Go give
virgin
it.
eyes.
I go give it to my neighbor's
Yeah,
kid.
that's really sweet.
Well, I just because it's like I
nice.
like the strawberries.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna enjoy it as much as she's gonna enjoy the strawberries.
Yeah, and children love presents.
Yeah.
Adults love presents. yeah.
I don't think adults like presents as much as kids do.
Well, if you want to quantify the amount,
If
they
you-
also
what
have
I'm
a
doing is
really
quantifying.
they also have a really like short attention span. Like, I'll get them a toy and they already like forgot about it and want
Yeah.
another toy.
Or you give them something nice and it's like, oh, are you gonna take care of that? 'Cause
Yeah,
I got that for you.
Or like, are you gonna like it enough? I spent so much money on
yeah,
that.
I got Duncan's kids a bunch of headlamps. I bet those things got in the trash.
That's
in
a pretty
week.
genius child gift, though.
It
Actually,
is, isn't it? It's a good one. Like
Yeah.
a cheap like REI.
Yeah.
You know, a $20-$30 headlamp.
My brother
This is
runs
fun.
with those in the night.
He does.
Yeah, because he
Where?
does 100-mile races,
Oh.
and he has
wow.
like a full-time job and a family, so he has to
Trail
like,
running?
yeah.
What's he running from?
I don't know. He enjoys it though. He says it's his passion.
Yeah, I think I was trying to get into that.
Not me. I don't want to run. But I think I should run a run
Everything-
club to meet men.
Everything you just said was in this tone, right here.
You think?
You did.
Oh, that sounds like a piano.
Sounds like a piano.
I like that.
My brother runs.
You sound like a
his passion.
piano.
A piano.
Yeah. Sounds like a piano.
One note of a piano. One note of a piano.
Oh my gosh, I went to Rory Scoble's show the other day.
Back to comedy. I was just about to talk about not comedy, but here we are.
I'm allowed to talk about comedy.
You're allowed to talk about comedy.
I want
yeah.
to say something. He was doing an improvised show and he had a harpist on stage,
Oh,
and
nice.
I don't think I've ever heard a harpist live, and it was the most beautiful thing I ever heard.
Wow.
Now I've been listening to harp music.
Can I shock you?
Yeah.
Something about the harp bothers me.
You are such
I'm-
a contrarian.
I'm not. If you like the harp, that's fine. I love that you like the harp.
I know. I'm just saying you don't even realize it.
no,
How
for-
many things you don't like
For
you're not allowed
years-
to talk about.
For years and years, harp has always bothered me for some reason. I
It's
don't know
because you
why.
don't have enough peace in your heart to resonate with it on the frequency.
Yes, this is true. This is absolutely true.
Because all I hear is angels when I
No,
hear it.
that's the problem. That's my problem with it. It's so smooth.
I
Where it's
think
like I
you
want to
have
hear a
soften.
piano.
You have to open your heart to receive it.
I also don't like violin. I can't stand the violin.
I can't say I'm
can't
really.
stand it.
I can't say I'm super drawn to the violin.
Violin is no bueno.
Like, I understand, again, like comedy, it is like watching a comedian where this is what violin is to me. Where I'm like, oh, that's an incredible joke. That is so smart. That is such a well-written joke, but I'm
But-
not laughing.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm like, wow, that person is talented, but I'm still not laughing.
I saw Maria Bamford last night for the first time in
Where?
so long at the Ice House.
Were you on the same show?
Yeah. What do you mean? I'm just going to the Ice House?
Maybe you were after or something.
Yeah, we're in the same show.
Maybe you're on
And,
the show after or before.
I was just like captivated. I forgot. Like she has this thing where, I don't know. I could listen to her talk about anything.
So could I. But I feel like you're pretty similar to her a little bit. Like
Oh,
you.
I don't even know about
No,
that.
like in a compliment to you, which I know you'll vehemently reject.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you like morph in and out so deeply into things, which I think is really good. Sometimes people will say to me, like the Maria Bamford thing, and I'm always like, that is so complimentary. I don't see it at
Yeah.
all, but I really appreciate it.
I think with her, she's been doing it so long,
Yeah,
and so she's so comfortable.
yeah,
But she also doesn't. You know what it is about her? This is the thing that gets me. Is most comics, especially like like the bell curve of comics in the middle, you can always see where it's going. You know what I
Right.
mean? You can tell where the joke is going, and it may be a great joke, maybe really funny, but you can just like see it from a mile away. You can just
Right.
see where everything's happening.
Yeah.
You can see. It's like having a clock that is clear.
right.
It's a beautiful clock. It works great, but you can see everything happening. With Maria, I'm watching her, and I literally have no idea
Right.
at any moment what is gonna where it's going, and I'm just like transfixed because I feel actually entertained. I feel like this thing where
And you don't know where. Yeah, you're like on a ride where
like
you're
it's,
really like.
yeah, it's relaxing
Yeah.
because you have that thing where you can just you get to get caught up in her momentum and the story she's telling. It's just so relaxing. It's like a thing where almost every other comic I see, I'm like, oof, this is just. I can, you see, you're showing all of your cards. I just don't get it. But I also think that's a symptom of something. If you do something a long time, you can't help but.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
Fatum always complains to me about movies and stuff, like how this movie's bad. I'm like, well, yeah, it's bad to you because you have like the movie IQ of a fucking like a vampire, someone who's been around for 1,000 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I still really enjoy watching comedy, not all of it, but like but I get what you're saying where if you've been doing it a long time, a lot of times you can see where it's going where the audience wouldn't be able to because they're not just like doing it and seeing it every day, you know. But there's a lot of people I really like and I'm enjoying watching right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about to talk about someone, right? And that's why you made that face. You were like,
Well, I was going to say something positive about someone.
something positive about someone.
You know who I think is just like so funny? I think everyone agrees.
Who?
Fahim.
Yeah.
I think he's really like one of the best working right now.
Yeah, he works really hard too.
He works really hard, and also there's just such like a goofiness that you're having fun when you watch him.
Yeah, oh, totally.
And like
He's
a lot of
having fun.
comedy
He's
is
having
too
fun.
serious.
The serious stuff is just like, ugh, I don't know. I think it's a symptom of just the popularity of comedy too. People are like, they can do that because comedy's so popular right now. I wonder how long it's going to be until it stops being as popular as it is.
I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
Why? But
Hopefully, I'll live in Italy by then.
you're not a symptom. You're pre-symptom. You know what I'm saying? You're pre-bubble.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't you think you are?
I have no idea. I've never considered it. I've been doing it 11 years.
I'm talking about people who just started doing it in the last 4 or 5 years, who were like, they're riding the wave of it, and a lot of times it's just very much there's nothing there, but you can make inroads because you can do stuff like make a bunch of clips or something like that, and because there's this bubble right now with comedy. Like it's a very, I'm not the one saying this. This is something that people are talking about, but they're also talking about how it's gonna go like all bubbles.
Yeah.
It's gonna pop,
Right.
and the people left over are the real motherfuckers. That's good though. That's good.
Yeah.
If you're the real thing,
Yeah.
the bubble's good because you can't be hurt by the bubble.
Maybe. I don't know. Who can ever know what's going to happen?
You want to live in Italy though, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if I could leave my family, but I would like that.
Yeah. I think about that.
I'd
but
like to
I
at
don't
least be
know.
rich enough where I could just go for like a summer or even a month, you know? I want to go to Italy and do some eat, pray, love shit by myself.
I feel like you're well suited to that.
And I think
Why
I
don't
could
you go
meet
get an
an
Italian husband?
man. I know, yeah.
Get some guy who smokes and chops wood.
No smoking, but chopping wood and is really into cooking.
Okay, you know who?
Could sail a boat, fillet a fish.
Do you know what?
My
Let's say about flayfish.
Well, I come from a fishing diving family, so there's been
I
many.
know you come from a fishing diving family.
Oh yeah, hardcore.
What do you mean?
Well, my brothers and dad are like really into fishing, like spear fishing, lobster catching,
Yeah.
lobster diving.
Off coast.
Yeah, like all
Right.
that. So many times we go on fishing and they just fillet the fish, right, and then we eat the sashimi right then.
No way, really?
Yeah,
When's the last time you did that?
like last summer.
How do I get this invite?
Oh, you could come.
I know I want to do that.
I don't go. I don't do that. I just eat the fish.
What?
And read-
that's
and
what I wanna do.
read.
I want to eat the fish.
I don't do the catching or the filleting or anything.
I used to know how to scuba dive. I could probably do it again.
One time, oh my God, I can't. So what we did as a family growing up, like our vacations, where we drove down with a ton of shit down the Baja Peninsula. Like those
Jesus.
were our family trips. Now it's obviously too dangerous, but we would
Not
just like
Baja.
fish and surf in like small villages or whatever.
Fishing and surfing in a small village.
Yeah, in like little coves and
That's
stuff.
fucking insane.
That's what we did like my whole life.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, and I think I did so many things then just to like fit in with my brothers that I would never do now.
Like what?
Like we
Like
went
enjoy
night
s-
snorkeling, like
Oh.
which I won't even snorkel now.
Why?
Like I don't know. I watch too much TikTok about the sharks being there and stuff.
The sharks, they're not gonna.
And my brothers are always like, "Stop watching those! It's gonna change your idea of the ocean."
Yes, exactly.
But they just come up on my For You
right.
page.
They're right.
But then they always show them off the like these drones of the sharks in the San Clemente Pier, and they say that like the sharks are way more there than we are aware of. They just don't attack, but
Yeah,
they're way
they
more
never,
there.
They never attack.
But they're
Right.
there though.
Yeah, because they live there.
You know.
It's like this is where they are. I mean, that's just what they do. But God, I just can't believe you got to do that as a kid. It's so fucking cool.
I'm just glad we're alive now. That, like all the stories that come, like you can't do that stuff. You can't drive down Mexico in like an SUV anymore.
You can drive to Baja. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baja is safe.
Well, we also went to Ensenada a ton, and those guys just
that
got
bad?
chopped up there.
What are you talking about? Tell me.
Ensenada, we went a lot growing up. It's like, I don't know how far past Rosarito it is.
Rosarito's cool.
Maybe like an hour or two or whatever. But those
Yeah.
two Australian guys and an American guy were on like a surf trip, and they got chopped up and put in a trash can.
What? When was this?
It was like a month ago.
But
I don't want to
why?
talk about it because it feels bad to relay scary stories.
Sure,
I've had to have a talk with my mom where I'm like, Mom, you're doing that old people thing where you're too excited to relay bad
something
news
terrible.
stories.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've talked to my friends about it, and they're all like, "Oh my god, my parents are the same way." Like my mom loves talking about like the robberies and the crime because she's on that she's on Next
Oh,
Door
Next
app.
Door is hell.
She's obsessed with it.
Next Door should be banned. It should be banned. It's the worst thing ever. All it does is pit people against each other and stuff. It's terrible. My parents are. I guess my parents are different than everyone's fucking parents. They're so. They don't do that at all.
Well, it's just like this anxiety thing.
Yeah, that's like the Fox.
And it's because we're
it's the
just
news.
we're
news
getting
thing.
too much like
Too much
information.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, I am too. Like, why do I know about sharks?
Yeah, but sharks are really fascinating. But they're fascinating because they're cool. They're not gonna hurt.
I don't like them. I also don't like snakes.
But my question is, why did those guys get chopped up?
Cartel stuff.
But what do they have to do with the cartel? They're just some fucking guys.
Oh, because like they just like demand money, and then if you don't get the money or whatever, or
Oh,
you
so
don't
they-
have the money, like they do that to tourists.
They do?
Yeah,
When's the last time that happened before this?
a lot. It's like a super common thing.
I thought that was shit. Wow.
No, it's like worse than ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
There's so many things I don't know about.
yeah. Like that's a big problem
See, I
down
don't know
there.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, see,
But
you
the
accuse me of not knowing things, but I know a world of things.
I did not accuse you.
Yeah, you did.
Accuse?
Yeah, you made a
No,
fervent.
I said I was surprised.
You
that-
made a shocking
You
allegation.
know what Charlie Don't Surf is, but you said you didn't.
No, I said it's from a movie, which is completely accurate. You just didn't like that I didn't distill it down to the name quickly because I have
Distill it?
I have a poor sense of recall from having COVID 3 times.
Oh, you think you do? From the COVID?
I mean,
Not just
that
getting
mixed
old?
with the phone and the old, yeah, definitely.
You know about natto?
NATO?
Natto.
What the fuck is
It's
NATO?
these fermented soybeans. Evidently, people think it helps a lot with COVID symptoms like that.
Really?
Is your smell bad?
My smell?
Is your sense of smell?
Oh no.
Okay.
I have a very
So you're fine.
I have a really good sense of smell.
I have a crazy good sense of smell.
Yeah.
I can smell everything.
Me too. I'm super sensitive to like everything, my sense, like environmental stuff. Another autism
Dude, I have.
symptom.
Yeah, I have the same thing.
Here, noise. You and I both talk about noise. You and I both talk about noise constantly. Like really sensitive. Temperatures, textures, smell, taste.
Do you have trouble buying clothes because you're like, you know, something can look nice, but if it feels not.
I don't
not
have
correct-
trouble, but yeah, like I won't buy something if I don't like the feeling of it on my
Yeah.
skin or like the tightness or whatever.
Yeah, it's all so specific.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I think that's just having good taste.
Probably.
That's all autism is having good taste.
I mean, I don't know if I have autism or not.
Oh, I already diagnosed it.
Because everyone says they have it, and now it's becoming a thing like, oh, you think you have it and stuff. But
Well, you have a degree of it. It's why it's called a spectrum.
that's true.
You
Yeah.
have some of it, and having some of it's really useful. It's like you have more sensation. You have more. Every good comes with bad, right? Every good is like, you know,
Of
there's
course.
always the dichotomy, the
Oh yeah, the dichotomy.
yin and the yang,
The yin and the yang, definitely.
right? Don't you think?
Yeah, the yin and the yang.
Are you dismissing my?
No, I'm not dismissing. I'm going along with
yeah,
you.
you're not dismissing.
I'm traveling down the path with you. That's what that was. I'm not dismissing the yin and the
I
yang.
forgot something I was going to ask you, and I totally forgotten it now because I keep forgetting it. But
How do
Oh,
you think
I
this
was-
has gone so far? Oh,
going great.
sorry.
Debbie Mazur, you know the actress Debbie Mazur?
Yeah,
She, I think they're divorced now, but she.
I know.
You know about her husband?
Yeah.
Yeah,
As-
that's their husband you want.
I'm not sure, but I used to see her show at the nail salon. It would always be on
Yeah,
her cooking show.
right. But it's basically my husband's cooking now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because he's the chef,
Right.
and she just likes to watch him chop wood and
That
smoke
sounds.
cigarettes.
And then
grill
she's
prawns.
and she gives like great commentary. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
my dream.
Yeah, she has a funny voice too.
She does. Yeah.
Unique voice.
Yeah. I never knew that she and Madonna were best friends.
Isn't that how she got into stuff? 'Cause
Maybe.
She's like sort of like a professional hipster in a way.
I didn't know that.
That's a lot of people back in the day in movies. That's how you got into it. You were just like a professional hipster.
Yeah, like you were just like someone with a distinct like
Yeah.
style and way of being.
You were on the scene and you knew like the best Coke guy and you just like partied and hung out and people were like, "You're cool, you know
Right.
what?"
Like Edie Sedgwick.
Is that how?
I mean, yeah, she was Andy Warhol's muse,
Oh,
and he
right,
was like, and he
yes.
was just like, "You look cool,
Yes.
bitch. You're going to my movies."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And it was a lot more because there was no synthetic internet world, so really
Yeah.
life only existed in person,
Yeah.
and wherever you were
Mm.
was whoever you met. Where it's the opposite now. You don't meet
Yeah.
anyone in person. You
We're
only
so
meet them on
connected.
Instagram.
Yeah. These times.
These times.
How about that? These times we're living in.
For the title?
How about these times we're living in?
No, that's not the title.
These times we're living in. Oh, these times.
How about Sons of Anarchy for the title?
I love that. How about I'm a woman, you're a man.
Okay.
I'm kind of feminine.
No, there's so many.
you think you're kind of
I feel
masculine?
like there's so
I'm
many.
kind of feminine.
No,
You say that, but you know what? Whenever I do AI,
no,
they think I'm a woman.
no.
I'm not kidding.
You have nothing feminine in you at all.
That is
Like
that is nice of you to say, but
it's
just,
not.
It's
I'm
literally not true. It's
Oh,
literally not
I
true.
know you, and
You
I'm
don't know
telling.
me.
Yeah, I do.
That's your perception.
Yeah.
Your perception.
I know what my. I
What about
have
the
deduced.
What about the duality? The duality
No,
of the
of
nature.
of course.
Right?
Yes, no, of course
But
you
what
could.
about the fact that anytime I answer the phone with a stranger, they go, "Hello, miss."
So
Can I
you're
help
saying
you,
your
ma'am?
vocal quality can have some feminine undertones,
Absolutely.
but spiritually there's
Spiritually,
nothing
spiritually, I agree.
you
Spiritually, I agree.
feminine in you, not even like an ounce.
Maybe you said that. I don't know if that's necessarily true. No, spiritually, I've got half.
Well, of course everyone
Yeah.
does. I'm just saying that's really hidden in there.
I get it. I know.
Yeah.
I'm a bro. I'm a little bit of a bro.
I can be a bro sometimes, but
Sometimes
yeah.
you have like you could.
Sometimes I feel like really androgynous spiritually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
You are wearing a pseudo-military hat.
It does look like a veteran hat, doesn't
I
it?
think it's designed that way.
Yeah.
Also, Charlie Don't Surf is that the name of the brand?
No. Surfing Cowboys is the band.
Charlie Don't Surf.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie. What should we say here, Blair, to wrap it up? I mean, there's no need to wrap it up.
Yeah, there is no need to wrap it up. We're glad you're here. This is exciting. Wow, incredible. We're really going on a journey
We're
here.
going on a journey. You know that song?
Maybe the podcast will be called Journey.
Or how about sentimental journeys, like the defunct shoe store in the mall.
Exactly. The
Journeys.
defunct shoe store in the mall.
How about this? Life's a journey. We're gonna help you pack. Welcome to OspreyGear.com. Patagonia. Life's a trip. We're gonna keep you from falling. That kind of shit is. You know what that shit is to me? That shit is.
Yeah, but you're so good at it.
That's because
If anyone sees it, I know you
No.
study. They should hire you.
I fucking soak up all that marketing shit. Like I'm like the little marketing sponge. I hate it, but anytime I see marketing, I'm just like, I see all marketing. All I see all day is marketing,
Yeah.
it's like a thing where it drives me crazy, but I also kind of love it
Oh yeah,
because it's like this.
the duality of man.
It's the duality. You know, I was thinking about the other day. This is so incredibly pessimistic. You know how it is. I'm serious
Oh
though.
no, my headphones fell off.
What do you mean? Oh.
They fell off
The
my
way you
head.
said that just now was sort of like from some movie where it's like, oh no, my shirt came off.
No.
Mr. Weinstein.
Oh my God. He's in jail. But
He's fucking dead.
he's in jail, bitch. You're in jail.
He's not in jail.
Weinstein.
He's in prison.
You're in prison,
He's
bitch.
in prison.
Stay in prison,
That's
bitch.
why movies have been so bad lately. I mean, bad guy, great movies. It's true though.
Yeah, that's like a lot of things.
Yeah, it's
a lot of
it's
bad
crazy.
people are behind things we like.
Almost makes you wonder if. Almost makes you wonder.
I don't want to wonder.
I wonder.
Yeah, I know you wonder. You can't stop the wondering. I wonder if when
Can't stop the wonder.
I wonder if you go to Hawaii, if you'll be able to stop the wondering. Sometimes when you're in a majestic place that's so incredible, it makes the wondering go even ramp up because you're
Oh.
like, oh no, this isn't my regular frequency.
No, I get fucking. I go double down and wonder.
I know you do.
I'm looking at all the plants. I'm memorizing all the names.
Oh, well, that's
Doing
good.
all my tree research.
No, that's positive wonder. I thought you
Yeah.
were going down like
marketing
the
wonder?
intentions behind businesses
No,
and
that-
historical moves.
That's the kind of thing. Just recently, I realized that essentially, whenever you're trying to get a deal on anything like a hotel or an airplane, there's no actual deal. You can maybe save maybe 10, maybe 20%, but for the most part, it's all fucking. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
It's locked in.
I
You can't
stayed
save,
at
you
this
can't.
hotel last year in Chicago, and they were giving me the artist rate.
Right.
Like, they weren't even paying the hotel. They were like, but we can get you this pretty decent hotel for $100 a night.
How many nights though?
3.
Okay.
I get the bill. It was $650. Their fees were more than double the rate they gave me.
Yeah, it's like, I always think of what Trevor said. This is like my favorite quote of him of all time. Everything always has been and always will be a giant scam, so just have fun with it.
That is true. You know
It's
what's
the best,
funny?
'cause it's true. It's so true. Everything's
You
a
and
fucking
Trevor,
scam.
like, you're like conspiracy, like, and thinking.
Yeah, but-
It was so similar. Like, actually, that's probably like the only person I know that like thinks like you.
Yeah, but he was way more. I mean, he's significantly smarter than me, but he also just was way more into it.
Yeah, but you guys are both so curious and into really weird people in a
Yeah.
way that I like, where you relish and like
Like
enjoy.
hardcore Nick.
Oh my
When
God!
you said
Don't
that,
bring
when you
him
had,
up.
oh, I was so jealous. You got
I
attention
can't
from hardcore
believe that
Nick.
you knew who he was.
He's a
I'd
fucking
never heard of him.
he's
Don't. He'll
famous.
kill me.
He won't kill you. That guy couldn't.
Let's not bring him up. I don't want to bring him up.
No, that
I'm
guy,
afraid.
That guy. That's like being afraid of Scientology.
I am afraid of Scientology.
You shouldn't be. It's like being afraid of a coyote.
They're gonna get me. I'm not afraid of coyotes. I'm
Well, then you
familiar
should-
with them.
Hardcore Nick is like a little fucking chihuahua.
What if he sees this?
He'll never see it. If he does,
Well, we're gonna put these clips on TikTok. He sees my TikTok.
that's awesome.
Okay, I have to pee really bad.
Go pee. Let's end it with that.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bizarro.
What's the other word you said?
Sensational.